Okay, welcome back, everybody. Ruckus Crawler here, aka the Rolling Stoner, and we got the C10 on the bench today. So, if any of y'all watch the last mail day slash epic oceanside crawl video, you will see that I got myself a beautiful aluminum goblin chassis, and I wasn't too sure what I was going to do with it. I was going to put it on the C10, then I was going to put it on the Bronco to hopefully make the Bronco work a little bit better. But then, literally 3/4 of the way through installing the chassis on the Bronco, I remembered I recently designated the Bronco to be my official mud bogger. And I said to myself, why the fuck does a mud bogger need a competition chassis? So, we put it on the C10. Not only did we put it on the C10, but the C10 actually, because most of the Bronco build was done, scooped up everything off the Bronco. So we now have a V2 ESC on there. I have my upgraded servo on there. And yeah, so let's just do a little overview here of where we're at with the C10, aka after a test run, it's officially the Rock Boss. So yeah, we actually got quite a bit going on in here. So of course we have the aluminum Goblin chassis. Little bit of testing I've done so far is just freaking amazing. And then we got the Endura double barrel suspension. We have these awesome fucking high clearance links from Rip Rap. He was awesome. I ordered the moon visor, sun visor for the old Ram Charger when that was going. Unfortunately, it did break off. Not even in a crash, just from being in my backpack. But he was really nice to send these out just as a little pro bono. So what a freaking guy. Yeah, we got the Endura. I think it's just the T60 motor going right now. I did have the baby Goliath in here originally. I was sitting around here. Boom, little baby Goliath. And honestly, it was running really great, but in my servo, I was having all these hums and buzzings, and it was when I was not driving it, it was just really acting up. So I went into a group of gentlemen and asked some questions, and they asked if it had a diode. And I said, I'm a fucking noob. What the fuck's a diode? And the diode is that little guy right there. And I guess what it does is it helps regulate the voltage going through everything. And unfortunately, little baby Goliath didn't come with no diode. So it was acting up. That's actually why the C10 has the V2 ESC, is because for whatever reason the V1 wouldn't let me reverse the throttle. So it was stuck in reverse. And I'm not going to get used to that, because then I would just screw up every time I drive every other rig. So I put the V2 in, and it did let me do the reverse throttle, but unfortunately was acting up. So I was told if you have a Lizard Pro, even maybe an Iguana, there is ways to regulate the voltage, and that will work. So, I mean, of course, with a rig called the Rock Boss, it's only a matter of time before I actually get myself another Lizard. So until that happens, though, Endura motor back in there, V2 electronics. Jeez, I always forget the name of this company because it's just such a funny little symbol they have on there. But the AGR, is that it? I'm probably messing that up. But we got this servo, which I was told is basically a Reef 99. It's just another company's take on it. It's been working great. We got the Mofo steering links. We got the Mofo, I honestly can't remember the weight on it, but basically the heaviest weighted axle cover you can get. And on the back, it's just your cheapy aluminum axle cover that came with the aluminum axles. So, I mean, pretty good little build we got going on here with this chassis. Like I say, a little bit of testing I did, it got the nickname the Rock Boss. So let's get the boss back out in the garden and do some more running, and let you all take a look at the aluminum Goblin competition chassis. So I'll see you guys out there. Peace. Here we are back in the Garden of Wheeling. In the Garden of Wheeling, baby. You better hope your lines be true. So yeah, we are gonna start off here because I didn't really have a name for this obstacle when I first made it. I was just calling it Kill a Bee Country because that was the only RC I had that could handle it. So I figured this would be a good place to start with the Rock Boss. And look at that. It ain't Kill a Bee Country no more. So from now on, that one we're gonna call the Wheeler's Edge. Because if you go up and over close to that edge, you ain't making it. So boom, Rock Boss in all of its glory, up and over the Wheeler's Edge, into the River Bedlam, and now climbing the Rock Nest Monster. I know these are all obstacles I've done many a time, but ooh, especially this Rock Nest Monster. Just look at that flex. Look at that grip. This aluminum Goblin chassis is just awesome. So I just wanted to say too, when I was in the bench there, I was talking about the baby Goliath and how it didn't have a diode. Ooh. And yeah, I just want to recant what I said. I was doing some more testing. So, up and over the Wheeler's Edge, up and over the Rock Nest Monster. And can we do this one as well? Still haven't come up with a funky name for this obstacle yet. All I know is this one has definitely proven to be one of the more challenging obstacles on the course. If you don't hit this thing just perfectly, you sure got an issue. But there we go. Aluminum Goblin chassis, just eating it up. Can we get up the ledge though? Boom! Yes, we can. So, I have to say, so far, very impressed. Super stoked with how the C10, aka the Rock Boss, is coming along here. So as I was saying about the baby Goliath, I don't think the diode was actually the issue here. Let's just hop around here. Because yeah, I was sending that Bronco through some muck right before I did this whole swap. And I did bury that fucking servo. So I think, although it's advertised to be waterproof, I think we're having a little issue with the water getting in there. And the servo's just been acting a little funny. Still works, clearly. But you know, these are the chances we take when we're mud boggers. I'm trying to get a little bit better here with the action shots. I do like setting up the tripod because you just get that nice stationary shot. And it gives me the ability to concentrate fully on the driving. But I'm trying to practice on my one-handed driving so I can film at the same time. And here we go. Oh, I don't know. Nope, it's not liking that transition. Honestly, I have never tried to make that transition before. So let's see, can we get it? Can we get it up to the top part there? This part here has proven me difficult in recent times. Let's see if the Rock Boss can boss it. I don't know. Come on there, McRock Bossy. Show us what you got. Show us what you're made of. And there it goes. So instead of taking an easy line back down, because that's what I usually do, the safe way, let's go right down in here. This is some gnarly kind of rock to descend. Now, that's one thing I have to say about this rig now. It is, it's flipping. That's what it is. Oh my God. Oh, big tumble. And we landed. Let's just keep it going. I'm trying to say here, one thing about this rig is it's probably my best balanced rig right now. The Kill a Bee, I just kind of threw all the weight at that one I could. So it's heavy. She's a heavy girl. Where the Rock Boss, it's got that really heavy mofo weight up front. But other than that, not a lot. Not a lot on the weighted side of things. So she is a very nicely balanced rake here. Coming across the connector. Ooh, that was close, that was close. Are we gonna make it? Ooh, some very tippy moments driving along this edge here. But Rock Boss, bossing it. Ooh, look at that. I thought I was gonna get high centered. No way. No way, Jose. Not on the Rock Boss's watch. Ooh, a little bit of high center action. That's okay. A little bit of power will get us through that. Yeah, here we go. This has been another one of those tricky obstacles in the course here. So let's see how we do. How you do, Rock Boss? How you do? It does fine. More than fine. It does lovely. So let's just try to get a quick turnaround. Right here. And can we come down as smoothly as we can go up it? Let's go, Rock Boss. Let's go. Boom. Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Let's see if we can get back up onto the connector here. This one here too has been an issue for some rigs. But not the Rock Boss. No sirree dab. Rock Boss is just straight bossing it. So one thing I guess I left out in the little overview on the bench is we got those Endura rims. They kind of like look like an old school 80s Toyota rim almost. I like that. The only part I don't really like is I don't know why I ordered that green. Out of all the colors, that green just doesn't really go with anything I got. And of course, the Mickey Thompson Baja Pros, because I am obsessed with those wheels. All the newer, bigger, better wheels have been coming out lately. They're the true tested, time-proven classics that I just love so much. All right, let's just keep it going here. Getting over the other side of the connector. Yeah. And then back over to this side we go. Because again, here's another troublesome line we've got on the course, is just coming up through here. And then up and over this slick Rick rock. Ooh, yeah. I have faith, Rock Boss. I do, and it does. It delivers. Rock Boss. Not disappointing at all. The only thing that's disappointing me here is my lack of skills wheeling with one hand, talking to y'all, and filming at the same time. Man, I need practice with this. Let's see if we can get the Rock Boss down this section of the course here without flipping her over or getting hung up. Might be nice too. Oh, I'm running out of places to back up here. There we go. Down the hill she goes. Oh, God. Whack. All right, so let's see if we can get it up. One of my favorite lines here through the original Gatekeeper. Although this ain't even remotely original. This whole section has been very heavily changed. There we go, up the first ledge. Can we make it up the second ledge? Ooh. And it is. Now, can we make it up the third ledge, the biggest of them all? Come on, Rock Boss. You can do it. I have faith. I have faith in you, little Rock Boss. And up and over it goes. All right, I think that is going to conclude the test run of the Hard Park Goblin aluminum chassis in the C10, aka the Rock Boss, which is just rocking and bossing all the obstacles that it comes across. So thank you very much once again for tuning in, or thank you very much for tuning in for the first time. If you're a first-time viewer, please like, subscribe, comments are always appreciated. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Look forward to seeing more of this badass rig in the future. But until then, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and take care. Peace!